Good morning, Sairam children. Children, welcome back in this new session after your periodic tests. How are your exams? I hope you have given exams nicely and your result will be also okay. Okay, let's start our new chapter in chemistry, that is acids, bases and salts. Okay children, on the basis of chemical properties, we can categorize, we can classify compounds in three groups: acids, bases and salts. Now before telling about the acids, bases and salts, I want to tell you about indicators. What are indicators? Actually, indicator is a dye. It's a kind of dye which change its color when put into an acid or base. So with the help of indicators, we can find out whether a substance which is given to you, that is acid or base. Indicators indicate whether the given substance is acidic or basic in nature. Indicators are of two types: natural indicators and synthetic or artificial indicators. Now children, natural indicators. Natural indicators are those indicators which we are obtained from nature. We can obtain them from plants. The first natural indicator is litmus. Litmus is a purple colored dye and it is obtained from a plant called lichen, which is of Thallophyta division. It is found in two colors, red litmus and blue litmus. So how it changes its color to give indication about acid or bases? It shows color. How? I am telling you. So children, it is found in red and blue color. If you want to test acid, in acids blue litmus turns red and in bases red litmus turns blue. Some other natural indicators are also there. The second is red purple cabbage. Red purple cabbage, it is having color, its usual color is red, and when we test this red purple cabbage for acid test, then it remains red in acid. If you test it with bases, then it turns from red to green in color. The other natural indicator is turmeric. Turmeric, you all know, that is in yellow color. When we use turmeric in case of bases, then the yellow color of turmeric changes into reddish brown. This change in color from yellow to reddish brown shows that the substance which we are using, that is basic in nature. Now we are coming towards the second category of indicators, synthetic or artificial indicators. These are man-made indicators and these are prepared or made by chemicals. First artificial indicator is methyl orange. Children, the usual color of methyl orange is orange, and in acidic solution it turns its orange color to red. In basic solution, it turns its orange color into yellow. The next artificial indicator is phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is having usual color colorless. It is colorless and in acids it remains colorless, but if we try it with bases, it turns into pink color. Other than the type of dyes indicators, we are having some other indicators which give indication of acids or bases in form of changing the smell, and these indicators are very helpful for visually disabled persons because they are not able to see the colors, they are not able to see the change in colors. So how they are finding out whether the given substance is acid or base? So the change in smell, They can find it out by change in smell, and they can detect the substance whether it is acid or base easily. So these type of indicators which we are using here, that is known as olfactory indicators. Olfactory indicators are related to smell. So the substances whose smell changes in acidic or basic solutions are called olfactory indicators. The examples of olfactory indicators are onion, vanilla, clove, etc. In acids, all these indicators, onion, vanilla, clove, have their strong smell, but in bases, we cannot detect their smell. Children, we use many things in our daily life, and the things around us are of various dates. Their tastes are different. Some of them are sour in taste, some of are salty taste, having salty taste, and some of the things are sweet in taste. So with the help of taste also, we can find out which element is, which substance is acid or base. So here I am giving you some general properties of acids. Acids are the substances which are sour in taste. So if anything which is having sour taste, we can say it contains acid. Acids are sour in taste. Second property is acids turn blue litmus to red. When acids are dissolved in water, they dissociate, or we can say they ionize into H positive ions. Acids can conduct electricity in solution. And one more thing, acids are corrosive in nature. Children, corrosive means, here it says that if an acid, if we are having a drop of acid on our skin, then the acid can burn the skin. So they are corrosive in nature. They can damage the upper skin. Some of the examples of acids are HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, HNO3, that is nitric acid, H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. So these are the examples of acids. Now the general properties of bases. As we are saying that acids are sour in taste, bases also have their different taste. So what type of taste they are having? Bases are bitter in taste. They are slippery or soapy to touch. They are highly corrosive in nature. It means they can burn the skin, they can damage the upper skin or upper surface. Bases, when dissolved in water, dissociates into OH negative ions. Bases turns red litmus to blue, and they can also conduct electricity in solution. Some of the examples of bases are NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, or we can say caustic soda. Next is KOH, that is potassium hydroxide, and the next one is CaOH whole twice, that is calcium hydroxide. Now children, I am giving you some information about universal indicator. In about indicators, you have learned that they are of two types of indicators, organic, or we can say natural indicators, and the synthetic indicators. Now here we are having another type of indicator, that is known as universal indicator. It is a mixture of many different indicators which gives different colors at different pH values. Means if any substance is having pH value, different pH value, that substance will be having different color for that. So I am giving you information about acids, bases and neutral substances. For acids, the pH value is between 0 to 7. So the color changes from red to blue. The color changes from red to yellow. Means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If these numbers are there in pH values, all the substances which are having these numbers from 0 to 7 for pH values, they will be acids and their color will be red to yellow. Next is for bases. The pH value of bases is between 7 to 14, or between 7 to 14 means more than 7 and it reaches up to 14. Here the color will be blue to violet color. For neutral substances, the pH value is exactly 7 and it gives color green. Now children, I am just telling you about universal indicator. If we are having a universal indicator, that strip will be having these 7 color pattern. That is VIBGYOR. You have learnt, I think you all are knowing that rainbow is having 7 colors, and what pattern the rainbow is having? It is having pattern VIBGYOR, where R stands for red, okay, then O stands for orange, then Y stands for yellow, G stands for green, B stands for blue, then we are having I for indigo, and the last one is V, that is violet. So in this way we are having different shades of red and different shades of blue. So how these colors are there? If the color of substance in universal indicator is green, then it will be neutral substance. What type of substance it will be? It will be neutral. Neutral means it will be salt, okay, not only common salt NaCl, it can be any kind of salt, it can be sugar solution also, okay. Now if we are having colors from violet to blue, if these colors are these shades are there, blue, indigo, violet, then it will be base, okay, it will be base. Then we are having the other 3 shades, yellow, orange and red. Yellow turns orange, orange turns red. These are acids. If in universal indicator we are getting colors like yellow, orange, red, then the substance will be acidic in nature. So in this way you can find out whether the substance is acid, base or salt using universal indicator. Now I want to share one more information with you. As you are going from blue to violet, blue will be less basic, okay. If we are getting more darker shade, indigo, then it will be more basic, and if we are getting this darkest shade, that is violet, it will be most basic. So the darker the shade will be, more strong the base will be. In the same way, if we are going to this side from yellow, if we are starting, it will be less acidic. If we are moving further with O, then O means orange, it will be more basic than that, more acidic, and then if we are getting color like dark red, then it will be most acidic, okay. In this way you can find out if the color is dark red, it will be more acidic. If the color is light, then it will be less acidic. So in this way the different colors are indicating the strength of acids and bases also. Now we are having the next topic as general properties of salts. Children, here I am telling you only the general properties. Other properties we will learn later, but small information I am giving you about their properties so that you can find out which substances like acid, base or salt. by knowing about only general properties. Now the next one is general properties of salts. They are salty to taste. Generally they are salty to taste, but it is not necessary that salts are only salty. Salts, if we are saying salts here, it doesn't mean NaCl only, or it doesn't mean the common salt which we are using in our kitchen. Salt means any substance which is formed by the neutralization of acid and base. So whenever acid is neutralizing base, the substance or chemical which is forming, that is known as salt. If I am saying FeSO4, that is ferrous sulfate, it is also a kind of salt, but it is not necessary that it is salty to taste. Again, if I am saying CuSO4, that is copper sulfate, it is also salt because it contains one positive and one negative charge ion, and it is formed by neutralization of acid and base. So in this way, remember what salts are. So generally the salts are salty to taste. They do not change the color of any litmus paper. It means if we are using red litmus paper, in contact with salt, the red litmus paper will be only red, and if we are using blue litmus paper, it will also not change the color. Acids are formed when salts react with bases. Salts can also conduct electricity in solution state. And how they are forming? They are made by cations and anions. Okay, if I am saying NaCl salt, if I am writing here NaCl, then Na is positive and Cl is negative. So it is cation, it is anion. So when cation and anion, they are combining together, they are forming a salt. This is a salt. Some other examples of salts are NaCl common salt, copper sulfate, zinc sulfate and calcium chloride. Now children, after finishing all these properties, on the basis of the same topics which I have taught you, I am giving you some questions for which you have to find out your answers. First question is, what color do the following indicators turn when added to a base? First part is methyl orange, then litmus, and then red purple cabbage. Question number 2, name the indicator which is pink in basic solution but turns colorless in acidic solution. Question number 3 is, when a solution is added to vanilla extract, then the characteristic smell of vanilla cannot be detected. State whether the given solution is an acid or a base. And then in fourth question, I am giving you fill in the blanks like acids have a dash taste and they turn dash litmus to dash. Onion and vanilla extracts are dash indicators. So students, these are the questions for which you have to find out answer. And how you are getting answers, it is very easy. You just see the video carefully, see the notes which are given here, and then find out your answers. Children, the notes which I have given in these slides, these notes you have to write down in your notebook as fair work. Okay, I am not giving any PDF for notes. You just write down the same notes which I have given in slides and complete your fair notebook. Okay, fair notebook work. Okay children, thank you Saira. Children, one thing is there which I want to clear. pH word which was written in the slides, that was in capital letters P, capital letter H. That was written wrong. It was typing mistake. So I am telling you this one, that whenever you are writing pH value, when you are writing pH, P will be always in small letters and H will be in capital letter. So the correct method of writing pH value is small p, capital H. This word pH which is written in slide, that is not correct. So write pH in correct way. Okay, Saira.